Hey guys, this is Karan Binani from MobiScrub, and we are comparing the Galaxy Note 3 Neo, the recently launched Neo, with the Galaxy Note 3. Now, the Neo is pretty much the same as the Note 3, it's just a little cheaper because it's got lower hardware. So, talking about hardware, let's look at the specifications. The Neo comes with Android 4.3 Jelly Bean and, of course, upgradable to KitKat. It's got a 1.3 GHz Quad Core running with a 1.7 GHz Dual Core and 2 GB RAM, whereas the Note 3 has a 1.9 GHz Quad Core with a 1.3 GHz Quad Core and 3 GB of RAM. The other difference is obviously the display. The Note 3 Neo is a smaller display, 5.5 inches, and a 720p resolution. The Note 3, on the other hand, is a 5.7-inch display. It's broader, bigger, and it's got a full HD display. The Note 3 Neo is smaller, so it's easily usable using single hand. But of course, both the devices need both your hands to be, completely used the way they're supposed to. The Neo is lighter by 5 grams as compared to the Note 3. Neo is a little thicker. It's 0.3 millimeters thicker than the Galaxy Note 3, which is pretty slim actually. If you look at the metal edging, the Note 3 has a very different look to it, whereas the Neo imitates the Grand 2. You've got a USB 3 port on the Galaxy Note 3, whereas the Neo comes with a standard USB 2.0 data syncing and charging port. Both of them have the IR blaster on top, which can be used with the Watch On app to control television, set-top boxes, change channels, volume, and so on. The Note 3 does not have any pattern on its surface. If you see, it's solid, no diamond pattern or anything. But on the Neo, just like the Galaxy S4, it has this dotted diamond pattern. So that's the difference there. At the back, both of them have the same texture, but the Galaxy Note 3's rear panel feels more premium. It's softer, whereas the Galaxy Note 3 Neo, on the other hand, it's more plasticky. The housing of the camera along with the LED flash is in one single unit, and the camera itself, the sensor, is bigger in the Note 3. Whereas in the Neo, it's again standalone units, and the camera is even smaller. At the back of the Note 3, you have these connectors, so you can buy an S-View cover from the market for ₹3,000 and put it on the phone. Now, you have the same connectors in the Note 3 Neo as well, but I haven't really seen the S-View cover out there for this device, so I'm assuming Samsung's gonna come out with it soon. Now, the S-View cover basically gives you, a small window wherein you can do the most important things. For example, your camera, your music player, and even write notes without even opening the phone. Pretty handy. You can pick up calls, disconnect calls, see missed calls, and so on and so forth. Just to prove it to you, there you go. The Galaxy Note 3 is running Android 4.4 KitKat, whereas the Note 3 Neo comes with Android 4.3, and I'm sure upgradable to KitKat. In terms of preloaded apps, both the devices are at par. So you have Dropbox app, which comes with 50 GB free storage, the Evernote Premium app, Flipboard, and of course the whole suite of Google apps, and all Samsung goodies like S Health, S Translator, S Voice, Watch On, Story Album. All of these are there in both the devices. So no discrepancies there. You've got S Note and Scrapbook as well. So S Note, the really awesome note-taking app that comes in both the devices. I use it a lot. The reading mode and air gesture are two things that are not there in the Note 3 Neo. And what air gesture does is basically, you can pick up calls by waving your hand, change music tracks and pictures by just waving your hand over the phone. So here are the performance benchmark scores for the Note 3 Neo on the left and Note 3 on the right. Of course, Note 3 has higher because it has 2 quad cores, whereas the Neo has a quad core and a dual core. But trust me, for the common man, this difference is insignificant. The display is a major difference. The Neo comes with a 5.5-inch display, whereas the Note 3 comes with a 5.7-inch display. Bigger, better. Both are Super AMOLED. On the Neo, you have a resolution of 720 by 1280 pixels. Whereas on the Galaxy Note 3, you have a full HD. That's 1080 pixels by 1920 pixels. So of course, it's sharper. Another major difference is the camera hardware. The Note 3 comes with a 13 megapixel sensor, whereas the Note 3 Neo comes with an 8 megapixel sensor, both with autofocus, with LED flash, and the same camera app interface that's standard to TouchWiz interface. So there you go, that's the app interface. Both of them have pretty much the same number of modes, except the Note 3 has surround shot, animated GIFs, and one more that I'm forgetting. I think, yeah, golf. So these are the 3 modes that are there in Note 3 additionally as compared to that in the Note 3 Neo. And both of them have almost zero shutter lag. So, they take instant photos when you tap on the shutter key. There you go. See? No difference. So guys, the Galaxy Note 3 is a premium device. It's more expensive only because it comes with a better processor, more RAM, better display, sharper display. It's got a USB 3 port and it's sleeker, so it's sexier, right? Now the Note 3 Neo is cheaper because simply it's got parts or upgrades or hardware that's inferior as compared to the Galaxy Note 3. But again, the difference is not a lot. They're pretty much at par when it comes to performance, and I've already shown you the performance benchmark scores. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. There are a couple of other videos on the Galaxy Note 3 Neo and of course on the Galaxy Note 3 as well. So if you want to take a decision, there's plenty of stuff out there. So feel free. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.